ئەمڕۆ کوردستانیانی هەر چارپارچەی کوردستان لێرە کۆبوونەوە بەشداری کۆمەڵێک بەریتانی و ئەوروپی دۆستی کورد دژ بە داگیرکاریەکانی تورکی پاشت هیوادارم ئێوە شێری بکەن لە لای خۆتانەوە. ئەمڕۆ کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆیە لە لەندەنی پایتەختی بەریتانیا. هیوادارم ئێوەش فێری بکەن و زۆرترین کەس بیبینێت، چونکە داواکاریمانەوەیە تورکیا و ئۆردوگانی دکتاتۆر و کوردکوش مریشک دەست دەرکرێت لە لوتکەی ناتۆ. ئەمە شوێنی دیکتاتۆریەت.
NATO is not the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO is a North Atlantic terrorist organization which makes war all over the world. And this NATO will expand to all over the world. So it is our fight to stop NATO. And you know, Trump is lying when he's opening his mouth. We all know this.
Oh, right. Oh, is he? Yeah. For London?
Yeah.
Oh, for the NATO thing?
Yeah, NATO.
Yes, NATO is obsolete since many, many years. And our fight will bring NATO to the end. And when Macron, the French minister, is saying NATO has a brain, yes, he's right. NATO is politically deaf, and we are the people who are bringing the NATO to the end. Why? We need the money NATO is spending for military purposes. I see the pictures of healthcare. I see the pictures of education and schools for social purposes and for fighting against climate change. We need the money NATO is spending for wars all over the world. And that is the reason we are here. NATO means war. NATO means military spending. And we are staying for the alternative.
بەریتانی و ئەوروپینە بەشدارن بەشێکی زۆر هاوسۆزیان لەگەر کوردە.
That is our dream. The dreams will come to reality by our actions today and in future. Thank you.
Many thanks, Rainer. Thank you for all your solidarity from the communities across Europe. That's fantastic to see such a great turnout this evening from the Kurdish community. Thank you for your support and solidarity. And it's a great pleasure to welcome our next speaker, Elif Gun, an activist from the Kurdish People's Assembly. Welcome, Elif.
Comrades, I want to begin by expressing our deepest condolences with the of Jack Merritt and Saskia Jones and all those affected by the events on London Bridge last Friday. On behalf of the unity of democratic organisations and the Kurdish People's Assembly in Britain, we speak today with one and only strong message: in total condemnation of NATO. Not just NATO under the racist Donald Trump, not just NATO under the dictator Erdoğan, not just against the genocidal actions of NATO member Turkey, but the very and true existence of NATO itself. Let's be clear and simple. NATO is invading northern Syria as we speak today. NATO is waging a war on the very people who fought and defeated ISIS on behalf of the whole world to keep us safe wherever we are. And NATO has become a global security threat. Do not be mistaken. Our world is on fire. Our cities are on fire. From Algeria, Chile, Ecuador, Haiti, Hong Kong, Iraq, Lebanon, Sudan, Syria and Kurdistan. Enough is enough. This systematic violence of these states upon the people must stop today. The Syrian Democratic Forces, led by the Kurdish forces, defeated ISIS with a sacrifice of 11,000 fighters, tens of thousands wounded. While fighting and territorially defeating ISIS, the people in Syria and beyond have been engaging in a remarkable project of transforming and rebuilding society based on the principles and practices of direct democracy, ecological justice and women's liberation. A model that all of Middle East can take an example of. Okay, thank you. So we are here today to say that the faster NATO is broken up, the faster we can stop these desperate murderous schemes and lives can be saved. To say no to NATO today is to say yes to freedom and democracy. Jin, Jian, Azadi! Jin, Jian, Azadi!
Jin, Jian, Azadi!
Thank you, Arif. And we're reminded very clearly that today it is not just no to Trump but no to Erdoğan from our Kurdish comrades here tonight. Another thing about Donald Trump we shouldn't forget, he's a climate change denier and he's backing the oil industry 100%. That's why we've got a speaker now from the UK Students' Climate Network, Safraya Kalinam.
Stopping Trump is not enough. He's just one symptom of a global system which puts profit and business interests above those of humanity. We throw down a challenge to all politicians and leaders to be truthful and honest about the crisis we face. We will hold all politicians, regardless of party or ideology, to account for their inaction on the defining issue of our generation. Over the last year, we have transformed the world climate debate and shown that only youth have the ambition, honesty and clarity to make real change. Trump is not a one-man aberration. He's just another member of a powerful elite which is holding the world for ransom. The youth of the world are going to ensure that the climate becomes and remains the #1 issue for our leaders. We do this not for ourselves, but for all those who are already climate victims, remembering that the impact of climate failure is particularly harsh on the weakest members of society, and those who are punished the most are the least responsible for the crisis we face. We must remember that climate inequality is not a purely international issue, and that the victims of the world's inaction could be seen right here, from those who can't afford to leave flooded areas to the millions affected by fuel poverty. I'm proud to be here today as a representative of my generation, telling adults in Trump, we'll be watching you.
Thanks. Thank you very much indeed, Sophia. We're all with you. Your protests have been inspirational. Now I see many placards here this evening. Trump hands off Palestine. Free Palestine. The cause of the Palestinian people is one of the greatest and most urgent causes of our time. So I'm very pleased to welcome Ben Jamal from the Palestine Solidarity Campaign. Welcome, Ben.
Thank you, Kate. We are here because we stand united in opposition to the politics that Donald Trump represents. The politics that believes that rights can be denied to people because of gender, race, sexual identity or religion. A politics that believes that when it comes to healthcare or the needs of the planet, the profits of large corporations matter more than the rights and the needs of the many. And a politics that believes that conventions on human rights and international law can be disregarded, can be shoved aside in favour of the law of the jungle. Well, we are here here because we believe that these principles of justice and rights matter, and that sometimes before them even the President of the United States sometimes must have to stand naked. And I apologise for planting that image in your mind. Now I am here because part of the politics that Donald Trump represents, the politics of ethno-nationalism, is the same politics that has denied to the Palestinian people for more than 70 years their basic right to live in freedom, justice and equality in their historic homeland. Now Trump, in alliance with Israel, is trying to sell to the Palestinian people a deal. The so-called deal of the century, a deal that bribes them with promises of huge economic investment in return for giving up their core, inalienable collective rights. Give up, he says, your right to a capital in Jerusalem. Give up your right to a state. Give up your right to live self-determined lives. Give up the right of your refugees to return to the homes and the lands from which they were expelled in 1948 and 1967. The message from Trump and Israel to the Palestinian people is stark and clear. Give up your struggle for freedom, and in return we may allow you, perhaps, to live a little more comfortably within your chains. Well, the Palestinian people will never give up the struggle for justice and for freedom for one reason, because when you are denied the basic rights you are owed as a human being, protest and resistance is not a right, it is an obligation. So that is why today we stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people, because we recognise that the struggle for justice in Palestine is part of the universal struggle for justice everywhere. That is why we say in our thousands and in our millions, we are all Palestinians. And that is why we stand together, united, to say in a loud and clear voice, no to Trump's racism and politics of hatred, no to Israel's system of apartheid, yes to freedom, yes to justice, yes to equality. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
For reminding us what is
سیر کەن بە هەزاران کەس لێرە کۆبۆتەوە دژ بە ترامپ و داگیرکاریەکەی دژ بە ڕۆژئاوا و باکووری کوردستان و هەر چار پارچەکەی کوردستان.
War, not welfare. And I can't think of a better speaker to reiterate that message than Steve Sweeney from the People's Assembly Against Austerity. Steve.
Thank you very much. Comrades, sisters, brothers, we've come a long way since we were established in 2013. It was our movement that shifted the narrative and put austerity at the heart of the political agenda. It was our movement on the streets that created the conditions that allowed for the rise of Jeremy Corbyn and for the Labour Party to become an anti-austerity party. Now it is fitting that bold leaders are gathering down the world in Buckingham Palace, and you'll never see a bigger display of opulence and greed while they're there taking tea with the Queen, Elizabeth Windsor, the head of a royal family, an archaic institution that shouldn't even exist. And they are discussing destruction, war, and the imperialist carve-up of the world. And we know that war is a political decision, but so is austerity a political decision. Our National Health Service, our welfare state, our schools, our hospitals, and our public housing didn't just fall from the sky. It was working class people that fought for those things, and it is working class people coming together, united, that will fight to defend them. We have a golden opportunity next week to get rid of this government of the rich. Now Corbyn is absolutely right when he describes Boris Johnson as the world's biggest sycophant of Donald Trump. But if you want to defend our National Health Service, don't vote Tory. If you want to defend our public services, our schools, our Sure Start centres, don't vote Tory. If you want to save the planet, invest in green technology and ban fracking, don't vote Tory. If you want decent homes and decent jobs, don't vote Tory. Use your vote next week. Let's end austerity. Let's bring down this rotten Tory government. We say no to NATO, no to Trump, Tories out. Thank you.
زۆرترین هاوڵاتیان بەشدار بن هەشتی مانگەلە گرینگە ئامادەکاری بۆ کراوە هەشتی مانگ سعادیەک لە هەمان شوێن لە ترافیکە
to join in this particular action. So please, I'm requesting any women, if you don't mind, just popping around the back of here and joining in, which will get our message over loud and clear. So thanks very much for your support. Now, I said earlier on that we were standing today in solidarity with the people of the United States in their struggle against the appalling rule of President Trump. So therefore, it's a great honour for me to welcome an American activist, a very great American activist, to speak to you today. Please welcome Medea Benjamin from Coping. Welcome, Medea.
So Donald Trump thinks that he is well loved here in Europe. Do you like Donald Trump? Let me hear it louder. Do you like Donald Trump? Do you like NATO? Do you like Erdoğan? So we have a lot of lousy leaders here right now in your capital saying that they represent us and represent an alliance that is good for the world. So let's look at what NATO has done in the last couple of years. Well, the last 2 decades, they invaded Afghanistan. And how has that worked out? They can't even defeat the Taliban. And then look at what they did in Libya. Destroyed the country. And when thousands and thousands of people flee because of the result of the NATO invasion, then Europe doesn't want to even take responsibility for the refugees and lets them die at sea. So Donald Trump is here to berate Europe and say, you are not spending enough of your money on the military. That idea that you should spend 2% of your gross domestic product on militarism. Do you think that's a good idea? No! Do you think your government should be putting more money in the hands of the weapons manufacturers? You are fighting to save your own National Health Service. We in the U.S. are fighting to get a National Health Service. We don't want to spend the money we're spending on military. We want it to go into health care. We want it to go into a Green New Deal. We are working with you to say no to militarism, no to war, and no to Donald Trump. Thank you.
Thank you, Medea. Another one of our international speakers from the other side of the pond. This time we've got someone from mainland Europe, an MP from Germany, Alexander Nuhr from the Däling Party.
Hello, friends. It's better here. Okay, hello friends, I'm from Germany, Member of Parliament, just to come here in solidarity with you. NATO needs enemies. Without enemies, NATO doesn't exist. So, NATO needs to create new enemies. Russia is an old enemy and a new enemy. Because Mr. Putin is not ready and not willing to subordinate Russia to NATO. This is the reason why Russia is an enemy of NATO. What we can observe now is that China is becoming an enemy. China is becoming an enemy of NATO. It is a longer time enemy of US, but now the United States is managing inside NATO to make China an enemy. The second point I would like to express is that NATO wants to have a new field of operation in the outer space, next to maritime space, next to ground space, next to cyberspace. Now they want to have even the outer space. So we say no to NATO. We don't need this aggressive organization. No to NATO.
Thank you very much, Alexander. And can we thank you also for the work that you do in the German Parliament? Only 2 weeks ago, his party put a motion to say that US troops, which have been occupying Germany since 1945, should finally be withdrawn. So solidarity to the German people, people of peace. It's a great pleasure to welcome our next speaker, who will be known to many of you. He's been active in the anti-imperialist struggle since the days of the campaign for solidarity with Vietnam. Please welcome Tariq Ali.
Friends, let us denounce the activities of imperial war leaders gathering in London today. Though I think NATO is in a huge crisis, Donald Trump and Prince Andrew will have many other things to talk about, which they have in common. And let us start in the name of those who cannot be here. Let us denounce the iniquities, the rights being trampled underfoot of the indigenous people of Bolivia, where indigenous people, after a right-wing military coup, are being hunted like animals once again in that country, 80% of which is indigenous. So let us send a loud message. We are opposed to all US interventions in South America. Hey! Whether it's Bolivia, whether it's Venezuela, whether it's Argentina, whether it's Honduras, US, get out of South America. And we speak to you in the name, as other speakers have said, of the Palestinian people, ignored by the world. Their children being killed every single day, whereas NATO remains silent, defends Israel, and Trump in particular, together with his son-in-law, is in cahoots with the Israeli government. Solidarity with the Palestinian people. Solidarity with the people of Afghanistan, who have been under a war now longer than the Second World War. And solidarity with all those who expose these lies and crimes. Investigative journalists like Julian Assange being tried for publishing stories and crimes about the war. So make sure that Trump hears you outside Buckingham Palace today. Thank you, Tariq, for showing your solidarity for all the victims of imperialism around the world. Another person who's been active in the anti-war movement for many, many years, even decades, and someone who's one of the founding members of Stop the War Coalition, the convener of Stop the War, Lindsay Jordan.
Thank you very much, Murad, and thanks to everybody for being here tonight. We're here to protest about two things. One is NATO. We're told NATO is a force for peace. That is a lie. NATO is a force for war. has been involved in most of the wars of the last 2 decades in Afghanistan, in Libya, in all of these places. And what they are doing this week is they are trying to get more money for war, more expansion, more carrying on to make sure that they will have conflict wherever they want to, whether it's in Eastern Europe, now in Latin America, and everywhere else. So our first message here tonight is no to NATO. The second message here is no to Donald Trump. Trump is coming here to demand that we spend more on the military and less on our health service. He wants to get his hands on our health service, and we are saying, let's cut weapons, not healthcare. Let's put money into the things we really need, not into making the world a more dangerous place. And they're meeting tonight in Buckingham Palace. There'll be Trump and there'll be the pound shop Trump, Boris Johnson, who is hoping to get elected next week. If we want a world of peace, if we want a world of justice, make sure that you vote next week. Make sure you campaign for an anti-war government, and make sure that on December the 13th we have Jeremy Corbyn in Downing Street. That on its own will not stop the warmongers, but it'll give them a hell of a fright. They call him a security risk, but actually the real security risk is NATO. The real security risk are the arms dealers. The real security risks are the climate change deniers, and that is why we're here tonight, united on all these different issues, to say no to NATO, no to Trump. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much indeed, Lindsay. Now, over the past 2 decades, in the peace and anti-war movement in particular, we've had no greater allies than the Muslim communities in this country. So please welcome our next speaker, Ragad Al-Takriti from the Muslim Association of Britain. Welcome, Ragad.
Thank you, Kate. Dear protesters, back in 2003, Muslim Association of Britain was one of the leading organisations to call for the 2 million man demonstration to protest against the war on Iraq. And today we still stand shoulder to shoulder with all our friends in other organisations, regardless of our differences, to bring together a better world. I say this because at critical times, like the UK elections, we see that exploitation of minorities is at its peak, which causes division. One of the most powerful tools in the hands of those who wish for power and control is spreading hate and division. Exploitation of minorities brings about hatred, dislike, and a horrible place for individuals to live in and progress. Me, as a Muslim woman, and the Vice President of MAP, an organisation established in 1997, which has continued to call for members of our community and other communities to engage and contribute for the betterment of the British society, yet to be regularly questioned about our loyalties and true motives behind our activism. It is the policy of defeat by spreading hate and speculation, hoping for people to drop out and disappear. Regardless, we still dream and work for the world to become a more peaceful world without wars. The divisive politics of Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, racism, and any discrimination feeds into hate and fear and results in economic gaps and disengagement. These alliances with Trump administration is a detriment to not only our country and our future. Indeed, it's bad news for the status of world politics and prospects for everyone who lives on this planet. As British citizens must work together to bring about a different world that is about the future of the UK and the rest of the world. Everyone around the world deserves to live in peace, dream of prosperity and a better future for their children. Unfortunately, increasingly, the weapons industry is fanning the flames of conflict, war and violence and reducing the prospects of peace. That has resulted in a refugee crisis around the world bigger than any other before. Now, we are going to continue, and we are not going anywhere, and we will stay here shoulder to shoulder until we tell them that it's the voice of people that will prevail. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Regard, and thank you for reminding us when we first demonstrated against Trump on the streets of London, it was against his Muslim travel ban. Now we're demonstrating about his meddling in British elections. Another thing we shouldn't forget, whilst we march up to Buckingham Palace, is the extradition action against Julian Assange. I can't think of a better speaker to talk on that front than my colleague, John Rees, from the Don't Extradite Assange campaign. John.
There is one man in this country who, perhaps more than any other, told us the truth about the Afghan war, about the Iraq war, and about the American military machine. That man is the publisher of WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, and he is currently a political prisoner in this country, held in the Belmarsh high security prison on no charge whatsoever in this country, simply on the say-so of Donald Trump, who wants him extradited to the United States, where he could face 175 years in jail simply for telling us the truth about the wars of the American state. And it is part of the duty of any movement in this country to demand that he be set free. He will never see a jury trial in this country. His extradition trial next February has been moved to Belmarsh prison, where there will barely be any public allowed to see the trial. It is a secret, no jury trial. It is an offence against democracy and against equity and against justice. So raise your voices to stop the extradition of Julian Assange and think this to yourself. There is one man who will be facing by this government who should be in jail, and there's one man who is in jail who should be free. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much indeed, John. Now there are many placards out here saying save our NHS. That is a crucial campaign for us today, affecting so many people's lives. So it's a great pleasure to welcome our next speaker, Dr. Sonia Adisara, who is a strong campaigner in support of the NHS. Welcome.
Evening. Who loves our NHS? So my name is Sonia Adisara, and I am proud to be an NHS worker. I am privileged to work for our socialised healthcare system, and it is my duty as a healthcare professional to stand up and fight against the destructive right-wing ideology of Tories and the Trump, who want to undermine and privatise our NHS and put the health of my patients and our NHS at risk. And I am not alone. 500 of my NHS colleagues and 1 million people of the British public have signed my petition to keep our NHS out of trade deals and end privatisation of our healthcare services. And why are we NHS workers so frightened of a Trump trade deal and privatisation? Because we have seen the impact of what happens when the private sector invades our NHS. Circa, Carillion, Hitchin, again after again, failure after failure, when profit is put before patient care, we see the destruction, we see, and it's my patients and we the British public that suffer the consequences.
But
the truth is, the Tories are running scared. That's why they tell the media the NHS is not for sale. But they also told the media that we're going to have 60 new hospitals. They were lying. They told the media that we'd have 50,000 new nurses. They were lying. So when they tell us our NHS is not for sale, do you think they're telling the truth? And our NHS... Our NHS, the values it represents of kindness, of tolerance, treating everyone the same, regardless of their money. When migrant workers built our NHS and worked side by side, these values are crucial to our British society. So we have 8 days to save our NHS, save our society, to make your voice heard. Say these 3 words loud and clear so they hear us in those buildings. Our NHS is... Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia, for telling Trump keep his mitts off the NHS. Not for sale. And until that message has got over, can I now also move you to other events that we've heard in recent weeks and months? The coup against something which was a shock to the system that we thought couldn't happen again, but it has. And we can't have a better speaker than Oli Vargas from the Friends of Bolivia. Oli. Hey! Thank you so much. It's warmed my heart to see expressions like this and so many other expressions in the UK of solidarity with Bolivia. Because Bolivia is the new victim of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has gone around the world sowing destruction, and Bolivia is the new victim. And you know, for him, my country, Bolivia, committed so many crimes. Our first crime was to nationalize our natural resources and become the fastest growing economy in the region. Our second crime was to expel US military bases from our country, to expel the DEA and all of the US agencies that were intervening in our democracy. But the worst crime of all was that we elected an indigenous president that ended 500 years of apartheid that our country has lived. Those are the crimes that we committed. And this is how Donald Trump is restoring democracy. By launching a coup that has launched 2 massacres in just 3 weeks. The coup has killed 34 people. This is how the US spread democracy. This is what they mean when they say they mean destroying indigenous democracies and imposing puppet governments that massacre the people. And I tell you, we're facing an election in this country as well. And if they can do it to Bolivia, they can do it anywhere. They can do it to any country that dares to stand up for itself, that dares to elect a government that defends the people, that defends the many rather than the few. That's Islam. And so we need so much more of this. We need to tell the truth. We need to say that first, this was a coup. The US is saying this was a coup. This was a coup. When the military intervened, exiled the elected left-wing president of the country, that is a coup. So we need all of you to spread the news. Say it. We are against this coup. Thank you very much. Viva Bolivia!
هاوڕێیان هاوڕێیان وەک دەبینن خۆپێشاندەران ئەوە لە ئامادە سازیدان ئەمەش کامیڕەمانی NRT بەرەو ئەو شوێنەی ئۆردۆگانی لێیە بەڵام هەر چاردەورەی بە پۆلیس تەنراوە و هیوادارین ڕێگامان بدەن نزیک بووینەوە لەو شوێنە Erdoğan terörist! Erdoğan terörist! Erdoğan terörist!
Erdoğan terörist! Erdoğan
terörist! هاوڕێیان بە بڕوای من تونند و تیژی لەوانەیە لێ بکەوتەوە چونکە بە پۆلیس چەندراوە و نازانم ئەوجا تا چ ئاستێک ڕێمان دەدەن. ترامپ لەوێ ئامادەیە و ئۆردۆگان و زۆربەی سەرکردەکانی ناتۆ لەوێ ئامادەنە. ئێستاشەوە خۆپێشاندەران لە هەوڵدان بەڕێ دەکەون بەرەو شوێنی کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆ. خلاص اي بخير يا نو ماما شورش بخيري
Erdoğan'ı desteklemek için biliyorsunuz zaten Erdoğan Rojhelat işgal etmiş durumda. Arkasında NATO'yu almış, Trump'ı almış. Bugün Kürtlerin dostuyla, Rojhelat'ın dostlarıyla bizim Rojhelat'da Türk CPG'nin, SDG'nin inşa ettiği demokratik modernitenin, o sistemin savunan bütün arkadaşlar.
Council, they have a separate system from us. Two different systems. Yeah, so it's a lower tier penalty for us, which is the council. I don't know
يەپەگە ئێزاز ئەوە کاک فوادمان لەگەرە ئەندامی جباتی نیشتمانی و ئەندامی کۆنگرەی نەتەوەی کوردستان پەیامە چی هەیە؟ دەست خۆش کاکوە دەست خۆش. هیوادارین هەشتی مانگ هەشتی 12 دژ بەو دابەشکاریەی کە کوردستانی تێدا دابەش بوو لە لۆزان کوردستانیان زۆرترین ئامادەبوونیان هەبێت هەر لە هەمان شوێن ترافگە سکوێر خڕ دەبینەوە بەرەو پەرلەمان و ماری سەرۆک وەزیران هیوادارین هەشتی مانگ زۆرترین کوردستانیان ئامادە بن.
Down Spring Gardens, onto the Mall. This way, down onto Spring Gardens. Down Spring Gardens. This way, down Spring Gardens, please.
ئێستا ساعت 5 ئێوارەیە لە بەریتانیا ئەوە خۆپێشاندەران بەرەو بێکام هۆتێل بەڕێکەوتن ئەو شوێنەی کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆی لێیە. هاوڕێیان زۆرترین خۆپێشاندەر ئامادەیە لێرە. سەرباقی وەی ئەو شوێنە دوورە لە شوێنی کۆبوونەوەکەی لوتکەی ناتۆ بەڵام خۆپێشاندەران بەرەو شوێنی هوتێلەکە بەرێ دەکەون. پۆلیس هەر چاردەورەی چنیوە لەبەرەوەی ترامپ و زۆربەی گەورە لێپرسراوانی ناتۆی لێیە. لەگەڵمان بن هاوڕێیان تکایە شێری بکەن. Yeah, give me. هاوڕێیانەوە ئامادەکاری پۆلیسە نایەڵێن بەرەو زۆر نزیک بینەوە لە شوێنی ئەو شوێنەی ئۆردۆگانی لێیە. هیوادارم تونند و تیژی لێ نەکەویتەوە. سیرکەن بە هەزاران کورد پۆلیس زێرەی چنیوە. ئەوە خۆپێشاندەران خەڵکەکی زۆر ئامادەیە بەرەو ئەو شوێنەی کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆی لێیە. ئەوە بەڕێکەون خۆپێشاندەران. پۆلیسیش لە چەندین 100 مەتر چاردەورەی ئێرەی چنیوە و بە ئاسن سەیریکەن بۆ چاردەوری گرتووە و نایەلی خۆپێشاندەران زۆر لە هۆتێلەکە نزیک بنەوە. ئەمەش دەستگاکانی ڕاگەیاندنە بەشێکی زۆری میدیاکان لێرەنە، ئەوروپی، جیهانی، کوردستان. ئەوەش ئەسپی ئەسیل پۆلیس بە هەموو شێوەیەک بەردەوامی هەم بۆ پاراستنی خۆپێشاندەرانیش لێرەیە، هەم بۆ پاراستنی سەرکردەکانی لوتکەی ناتۆ. سیرکەن بە سەدان خۆپێشاندەر ئەوە بەڕێکەوتن هەمووی لە ترافیکە سکوێرەوە بەرەو بێکام. بە دەرەیان دروشمی جۆرا و جۆر هەر یەکە و نمایشی خۆی دەکات دژ بە ناتۆ کە ئۆردوگانی تیرۆریستی لێیە. ئەوە چی بینە؟ هیوادارین هەموو خۆپێشاندارەکان هەموو خۆپێشاندانەکان بەم جۆرە کوردان بەشداری بکەن و ئەمڕۆ بەشێکی زۆری ئەوروپا و جیهانمان لەگەرە. خەڵک هاوسۆزی زۆرە بەرامبەرمان لە ئەوروپا لە هەموو جیهان. بە هەزاران کەس بەشدارە. بەڕاستی خۆپێشاندانەکی بێوێنەیە. پۆلیسی شەروە لە ئامادە باشیدایە، هێزەکی 1000 زۆریان هینە. سیرکەن ئەم شوێنە زۆر دووریشە، سەرباقی وەی زۆر دووریشە. کاکە خۆپێشاندارە دەرەکان کۆتایی نایە، 1000 زۆرە. لەبەرەوە من بەرەو ئەو شوێنە دەچم کە خۆپێشاندارەکان لەوێ خڕبووینەوە. کۆتایی نایە. خۆپێشاندانەکان بەڕاستی خەڵکەکی یەکجاری زۆری لێت. تکایە شێری بکەن هاوڕێیان، با زۆرترین خەڵک بیبینێت کە کورد چەند هاوسۆزە هەمووی بە یەک دەنگ بە یەک ڕەنگ هاتینە سەر شەقامەکان جێگای دەستخۆشیە ئەگەر ئەو هابین هێزمان هەبی بڕوا بکەن هەموو دنیا حسابمان لۆ دەکا بەڵام هەریەکە و لە ماڵی خۆی دانیشی و بە بیانووی جوارەوە جۆر ئەوە کێشەی نەتەوەکەمان حەل ناکە خۆپێشاندەران کۆتایی نایە بەڕاستی یەکجار زۆرە ئەمنەوە دەڕۆم یعنی لێرە بڕوا بکەن سەدان هەزار کەسە یعنی کۆتایی نایە بێ دابڕان سیرکەنەوە کۆپتەریش لە ئاسمانی سەر هۆتێلەکە دەسوڕێتەوە بۆ پارێزگاریکردن و هەر ڕووداوەکی نەخوازرا و کۆپتەریش بە ئاسمانەوەیە پۆلیسیش بە هەموو جۆرێک بە پیادە و بە ئەسپ و بە سەیارەی پۆلیس و بە هەموو جۆرێک ئامادەسازی کردووە هەم بۆ پاراستنی خۆپێشاندەران هەم بۆ هەر ڕووداوەکی نەخوازراوە هیوادارم ئێوەش بیگوازنەوە لە پەیجەکان بڵاوی کەنەوە تکایە با زۆرترین خۆپێشاندەر خەڵک بیبینێت بزانن خۆپێشاندەران چۆن بە یەک دەنگ بە یەک ڕەنگ دژی ترامپ و بڕیارەکەی و دژی ئەردۆغانی دیکتاتۆر کە هێرشێکی زۆر ناڕەوای کردە سەر کوردستانی ڕۆژاوە بڕوا بکەم بە سەدان هەزار کەس بەشدارە کۆتایی نایە دەستخۆش کوردستانیان بەڕاستی سەلمانتان هەرچەندە گەر سەیری بکەن خەڵکەکی زۆری ئەوروپیش هاوسۆزمانە هاوڕێیان لەگەڵتان دەبین سیرکەن لەمبەر و لەوبەر خۆپێشاندەرێکی یەکجار زۆر ئامادەیە ئەمەش یەکێکە لە خاوەن پێداویستی تایبەت بەشدارە بە ئاڵای یەپەگەوە دەستخۆشی لێ دەکەین. سەیریکەن هاوڕێیان چ خۆپێشاندەرەکە بەڕاستی جێی دڵخۆشیە. من دڵنیام هەشتی مانگ زۆر 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 خۆپێشاندەران زیاتر ئامادە دەبن. نازانمەوە چ بوو. دیارە پۆلیس ڕێگە نادا خۆپێشاندەران لە هۆتێلەکە نزیک بنەوە. خۆپێشاندەران لە هەوڵدان ئەوە ئاڵایە پیسەکەی تورکیایە.
هەواڵ بماشن.
هاتینە بۆ ڕسواکردنی تورک و ئاڵایە پیسەکەی کە دەستدرێژی دەکاتە سەر خاک و نیشتمانمان. خۆپێشاندارەکان لە هەوڵدان ئەم بربەستانە بشکێنن بەرەو هۆتێلەکە بە کامیرەژەوە خۆپێشاندەران وێنە دەگرن. چان و کوڕان هەمووی بە ئاڵا و واڵای کوردستانەوە بەشدارن. ئاڵای کوردستان و چۆن یابە؟ باش یابە.
بەهشتم سپاس دەکەم ji bo flaga Türk bu ala Türk.
ئەوە هەموو ئاڵای ئەندامانی ناتۆیە. خۆپێشاندەران ویشتیان ئاڵای تورکیا بێن نەخوارەوە، بەڵام پۆلیس نەک ڕێگای نەدا بربەستیان دروست کرد و نەیانێش ئەمەش ئاڵای وڵاتانی دی ناتۆیە ئەوە هەموو ئاڵای وڵاتانی ناتۆیە سیرکەن بە هەزاران خۆپێشاندەر ئامادە بوون بە سەدان هەزار دێ دەستخۆشیە سەری دیار نییە بەڕاستی لەمسەر و لەمسەر بە ئاڵا وڵای ڕۆژهەڵات و باکوور و باشوور ڕۆژاوا هەمووی ئامادەنە خۆپێشاندەران
Right, because whatever tests and whatever they had to do to her. But she wasn't even operated on it, and $30,000. She was years paid it off. Something's happening. Sorry? No, I don't think. No, I don't. Something coming this way. We don't know. What? Can't see. پۆلیس لە ئامادەسازیدایە و سەرکردەکانیش دیارە لەم ڕێگایەوە سۆری لەم ڕێگایەوە دێن سیرکەن سیرکەن وا بربەستێک کراوە دیارە وەکو بەغدا بەرەو ناوچەی سەوز دەچین وای لێ هاتیە هیوادارین تورکیا شەهامەتی هەبی ئاڵای تورکی لە سەیارەکەی دابی ئەو دەمای دەیبینن چ دەقەومێ سەیری خۆپێشاندەران کرد
دیارە ڕێگە نادەن گروپ ئیزن دەدەن بەرەو هەر ناتۆزێک نزیک بینەوە لە هۆتێلەکە. کۆپتەر یەک و دوو کۆپتەر بە ئاسمانەوەیە. بڕوا بکەن هەموو پۆلیسی ئەو وڵاتە لە ئامادە باشیدایە. کۆپتەر سیرکەن کۆپتەر لە ئاسمان ڕاوەستاوە. بۆ پاراستن و هەر ڕووداوێکی نەخوازراو.
Yeah, if these guys want to move up and join the other guys that are further up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just move through this corner. Lovely.
Thank you.
They'll be able to join in about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Sides, where do you want those?
دیارە گروپ ئیزن دەدەن. ئەوانیش ترسیان هەیە هەمووی بە یەکجار. ئەمە زابط و دیارە سەرپەرشتی کاری ئەم گروپە پۆلیسەیە. Well, the meeting, there's a reception at Buckingham Palace later. Yeah, with the leaders of the country at Buckingham Palace. ربي بتوقن دارو برديان قرتيه بربستي آسن دزانن چی باشیان نکردیا هەواڵان بە هەزاران کەس لەم لایە ئەمە گروپەکیان ئیزەندایە لە بۆ ئێرە وردە وردە بەرەو نزیک بوونەوە دەچین
Of course, we show our solidarity with Palestinians as well. So this is the word in protest against the dictators, against the Erdoğan, against the Iraqi government, against the Lebanese government, against the Iranian government. Okay, we can say free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
ئەم گەنجانەش ئاڵای یەپەژە و ڕۆژاوایان هەڵکردووە دیارە یەک لە سەرکردەکان ئەمە پێشتر ماتۆر ڕۆیی ئەوە یەک لە سەرکردەکانە بەرەو شوێنی کۆبوونەوەکان دەچێت بەڵام کەس نازانی سەرکردەی کام وڵاتە ئەمە شوێنی کۆبوونەوەکەیە بەڵام نایەڵەن زۆر نزیک بینەوە بەڵام لە داهاتوەکی نزیکدا لەوانەیە بربەستەکان بشکێندرێ و لەگەڵمان بن هاوڕێیان چەندین کۆپتەریش بە ئاسمانەوەیە ئەگەر سەیریکەن ئەوەش بۆ پارێزگاریکردنی سەرکردەکانی ناتۆ نالن نالن زۆر نزیک لەوانەیە بە وەزبە ئیزن بێ
Yeah, exactly.
ئێمەیانی زندا بۆ ئەو بەر بەڵام دیارە وەزبە بە وەزبە لەوانەیە ڕێگامان بدەن هەرچەندە زۆر دوورین لە هۆتێلەکە ئەو شوێنەی کۆبوونەوەکەی لێ دەکرێ لوتکەی ناتۆ زۆر دوورە گەر سەیری بکەن بەڵام نایەن زۆر نزیک بوون.
I don't know.
Thank you.
خۆبوونەوەکە ناونا نزیکە ئەسە سیارەکان نەدی
دیار نییە
بەشتم ئەردۆغان دەبێت شتێکی هێناوە کەی بۆریم هێلکێت
ماچی یەکەم بەعادەکات دێ
لەوانەیە بیکەن ڕێکوانەکەیان وێسە
دەستان خۆش هاوڕێیان ئەماوە خۆپێشاندانەکان دەگوازینەوە هاوڕێیانمان لەو بەرن وەزبەچیان ئی زندەیە بۆ ئەم بەر هەرچەندە ئێرەش زۆر دوورە لەوێ بەڵام ئەگەر ئەوانیش بیان وردە وردە ئەگەر لەوانەیە هێز لە یەک گرتوویدا ئەگەر زۆر بین لەوانەیە بتوانین بربەستەکان زەختیان بکەینێ و بربەستەکانمان لۆ بکەنەوە تۆزێک نزیک بینەوە بۆ ئەوەی ڕسوای ئەردۆغان بکەین زیاتر. وا بکەن دەستم وەختە بە قەسری لەسەر شەوەکی ساردە بەدەیان میدیاکاری لێیە میدیاکاری ئەوروپی و کوردستانی و عێراقی و هەموو کەمە نەتەوایەتیەکانی وڵاتی بەریتانیاش دەستان خۆش هاوڕێیان دەستان خۆش لە کۆمێنت و لایک و شێرەکانتان ئەمەش لەندەن ئای هەرچەندە تۆزەکی دیارە لەبەر داروبارەکەی نایان بینی هەلیکۆپتەریش لەسەر لەندەن ئای ڕاوەستاوە دووسەیەکیش دەسوڕێنەوە باشە لۆ تۆزەک ئەوە زەخم ناکەن دەرکەی بکەنەوە
ساردیکە ئەو حەماسەوە هاتوون گەرەکی ئاینی ساردیاکە ئەوە تەکتیکێ بریتانیا فەرق کەسێ فەرقیان بخە تو ئەوەی سەمان و ئەو سلوبای بەکان دێرە
چەندین میدیای جیهانی لێرە ئامادەبوونی هەیە ولونان إشارة عندنا بران ورن.
أنا مين؟ وركان روين بركان.
ورن ده ورن بربز بشين.
لودي هذا آخرين وتين.
ليرة بربز بابشين خواتيها يعني. سفری کنی لبیر میشه پاتری سفر کردی چی؟ پاتری سفری کم لبیر سوی
نبخوا تو اشتماكيشة بشي ضاي بشي ستو يسيا تاوا كريتو دوك جنو وقت كرياو دايش
People, is he coming in this way?
I am trying to figure that out too. I really don't know. But it looks like I'm trying to follow now someone who walks with the sign and they come over here.
کاکەوە قاچاغەڕێ دیار دیتراوە دیارە بەو ڕێی ئەو بەرەوە دێن خۆپێشاندەران بە ڕێگای ئەو بەرەوە دێن ڕێگایەکی تریان دیتەوە
Down there.
Yeah.
But it takes a while.
How long maybe?
He said a few minutes.
2 minutes?
Few.
Ah.
A couple of minutes.
Okay. دەست خۆش کاک عەلی شکورجیان. کاک عەلی جێگات دیارە کاک عەلی شکور جێگات دیارە هیوادارم نەساغ نەبی دەناتوە هەردەم ئامادەی هیوادارم لەش ساغ بیت ئەو کۆپتەرانەش بە ئاسمانی سەر هوتێلەکەدا دەسوڕێنەوە بۆ پارێزگاریکردن لە هەر ڕووداوەکی نەخوازراو ئەوە ژمانگ تا پاتری تێدابی لەگەڵ تا دەبین هاوڕێیان هەتا هێزمان تێدابی لەگەڵتان دەبین کۆپتەرەکانی شەروە بە ئاسماندا دەسوڕێنەوە دیارە مەترسیان هەیە چونکە خۆپێشاندەرەکان یەکجار زۆرن دیارە چەند تاوانکاریەکانیان زۆربی ڕقی خۆپێشاندەران هەندەی دی زیاتر دەبی بۆیە خەڵکەکی زۆر ئامادەیە بەڵام بربەستیان دروست کردیە بەداخەوە ناهێڵین زۆر نزیک بینەوە ئەوە پۆلیس بە پایسکلیش بە پایسکل بە پیادە بە ئاسب بە سەیارە هەمووی لە ئامادە باشیدان هەتا بەشی ئیعلامیشیان لێرە ئامادەیە دەکارن ئەم شوێنەیە ئەوە بربەستیان دروست کردیە ئەمەش ئاڵای وڵاتەکانی ناتۆیە
It's a display.
Is it?
Yeah, force.
Oh, right.
Wrestling ring. How many? Just there. Yeah. Well, literally, I mean, if you could see past the flags, it's literally just over there. No distance. Yeah. Less? No, maybe 4 or 5.
Sure. Subolo atulo.
This is England. We have a right to protest. Fuck the police. You're bloody puppets for Trump. We have a right to protest. Puppets, let us demonstrate as is our right. You have not declared a Section 12. We are not breaking the law. Let us protest. Oh dear, look, I shouted and they all come running. Puppets, you're puppets. They say 20,000.
ئەوە دیارە دەرگایان کردەوە خۆپێشاندەران دێن بەرەو پیلی ئێمەوە هیوادارین بەربەس بشکێنن ڕێگا کراوە ئەوانیش هاتن بەرەو پیلی ئێمەوە بۆ ئەو بەر Erdoğan, terörist, Erdoğan. بربەستەکان کرانەوە وردە وردە خۆپێشاندەران دێن بەرەو ئەو بەرەوە وردە وردە خۆپێشاندەران دێنە ئەو بەرەوە هەمووی بە دروشمی جۆرا و جۆر
Y'all be quiet. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free. Palestine. Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free. Palestine. Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
دیسان بربەستەکەیان گرتەوە بەداخەوە. بربەستەکەیان داخستەوە. Kazanın.
NHS is not for sale! 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 Donald Trump, go to hell! NHS is not for sale! Donald Trump, go to hell! NHS is not for sale! Donald Trump, go to hell! NHS is not for sale!
There should be a policeman at detail being like that.
blocked us, right? Yes.
In your heart, or you have lost your way. The water was you could drink before the settlers went to America. You could breathe the air. In Vietnam, the Agent Orange sprayed by the Americans, the babies are still being born with no arm in leg. Over here in England, it was fertilized. Quietly hushed up. No horse legs. Now I am born here and I was now I realise of the programming that was so that I found that it was great.
They cut through.
This is what they thought would happen.
Palestine! Palestine!
هاوڕێیانەوە بربەستی دووەمیش کرایەوە. هەنگاو بە هەنگاو لە هۆتێلەکە نزیک دەبینەوە.
Over there, please. You need to come through here, but go under the barrier, all right? Onto the barrier there, please, okay. Ladies and gents.
برخودانا روجابا بيجي برخودانا روجابا.
Dump the Trump! 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 Ja, direkt vor uns. Wir kommen hier nie wieder raus.
Long live Kurdistan! Who is the terrorist?
I literally heard it over the radio. What?
Who is the terrorist? Erdoğan! Who's the terrorist?
Turkish state. Who's the terrorist? Turkish state. Who's killing women? Turkish state. Who's killing children? Turkish state. Who's killing innocent people? Turkish state. Who's the terrorist? Turkish state. Turkish state. Who's killing women?
Turkish state.
Who's killing
I think they should be at the front.
هاوڕێیانەوە بەکنهام پاڵاییسە زۆر نزیک بووینەوە ئەوە شوێنی کۆبوونەوەکەیە
No, they're not happy. They want a cup of tea and a carrot
بەرخۆدانا ڕۆژاوە هاوڕێیانەوە چەند هەنگاوێک لە بێکنهام پاڵایز دوورین شوێنی کۆبوونەوەکەی ناتۆ کە ئەردۆغانی تیرۆریستی لێ
Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan!
Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan! Orada çöda. والله بربو بربو کاکەوە هۆتێلەکەیە ئەو شوێنەی ناتۆی لێ چەند هەنگایەک لەمە دوورە Wake up London! Wake up UK!
Nobody see nobody.
Who is the terrorist? Who is that ISIS?
Erdoğan terrorist!
Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist!
Unite against fascist states! Unite! Unite! Unite against fascist states!
ئەوە پێدەچی کۆبوونەوەکەی ناتۆ تەواو دەبی
ئەردۆغان
کۆبوونەوەکە تەواو دەبی مەلەک ماتۆ ئەردۆغان تیرۆریست ئەردۆغان تیرۆریست
They're using NATO to kill Kurdish children.
What English? What you want to say? Huh? Turkish ISIS!
Just a little bit.
Rojhelat!
No, just
دای بسیارن او خود درگاه بسیارن و حتی درگاه وادی کوی گواد وای نو کچی تیرورست Erdoğan terrorist. Erdoğan terrorist.
I can't let you through here.
Why our queen?
YPG and YPJ have.
Why is the visit is our queen?
Yeah, Erdoğan is supporting terrorists.
Kurdistan is us. We are Kurdistan. Kurdistan is us. Kurdistan. 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 Terrorist. Erdoğan. Terrorist. Erdoğan.
ورا قناتي بهشتي هاتوا Where is people then? Okay, we go, but where's the people?
Oh, خلق هذا.
This isn't the protest area.
Oh,
the
but
protest area walks around.
ده طانين كم دقيقة دورة.
Erdoğan still there?
Yeah, listen.
Okay. بابسي ناوله. Rojhelat is us. We are Rojhelat. Rojhelat is us. Rojhelat is us. Who is the terrorist? Who is the terrorist? Terrorist Erdoğan. ئەوە هەموو میدیاکانی هەموو جیهان لێرەنە ئەوە هەموو سارەکانی میدیاکانی ئەوە هەموو میدیاکانن لێرە خڕبووینەوە میدیاکارانی هەموو جیهان لێرەنە ئەوە ئەگەر پیان بین هەموو میرەمان و وردە وردە لە هۆتێلەکەی تیرۆریست ئەردۆغان نزیک دەبینەوە. Long live Kurdistan!
Long live Kurdistan! Long live Kurdistan! Long live Erdoğan! Long live Kurdistan! Long live Erdoğan! Long live Kurdistan! Long live Kurdistan! Stop genocide in Kurdistan!
Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan!
هذه لكن
Out of Rojhelat, Turkish troops! 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 Out of Kurdistan, Turkish troops! Out of Kurdistan!
Get out, terrorists! Get out, terrorists! Get out!
والله جوانترین منظره.
Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan!
شانی چەند لایکە هەباڵە.
Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Terrorist! Erdoğan! Erdoğan is ISIS! ISIS is Erdoğan! Erdoğan is ISIS! ISIS is Erdoğan! Erdoğan is ISIS! ISIS is Erdoğan! ISIS! ISIS is Erdoğan! Erdoğan is ISIS! ISIS is Erdoğan!
Tamam, tamam. Tamam, bir daha bana. Haber uyacıbek, haber uyacıbek. Faşist Erdoğan! 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 Rojhelat is us! We are Rojhelat!
Rojava is us!
We are Rojava!
Rojava is us!
We are Rojava!
Rojava is us! Who is the terrorist? Erdoğan! Who is the terrorist? Erdoğan! Who is supporting ISIS? Turkish state! ISIS is Turkish state! ISIS is Turkish state! ISIS is Turkish state! Turkish state is ISIS! ISIS is Turkish state! 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 Not for sale! 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 Not for sale!
هاوڕێیانەوە بەردەمی بێکنهام پاڵاییسە ئەوەی کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆی لێ دەگرێت بۆ پێشاندەران بە دروشمی زۆرازۆر دژی ئەردۆغان و ترکی فاشیست دروشمەکان دەڵێنەوە هەشتی مانگ هەشتی واتە هەشتی دوازدە گەورەترین خۆپێشاندان دەکرێت کە ئاگادار بن دژی ئەو دابەشکاریەی کوردستان کە 100 ساڵ لەمەوبەر کوردستان بەبێ خواستی خۆی دابەش کرا بەسەر وڵاتە داگیرکەرەکانی تورکیا و ئێران و عێراق و سووریا بەبێ خواستی خۆی ئێمە داوا دەکەین ئەم خەریتەیە هەڵوەشێتەوە و سەر لە نوێ داڕێژێتەوە هەشتی مانگ تکایە ئاگادار بن هەشتی مانگ گەورەترین خۆپێشاندان دەکرێت تا بۆم بکرێت دووبارەی دەکەمەوە بە 10,000 دووبارەی دەکەمەوە هەر بژین دەستان خۆش تا بۆتان دەکرێت بڵاوی بکەنەوە بۆی هەشتی مانگ هاوڵاتیان ئاگادار بن کە گەورەترین خۆپێشاندان دەکرێت هەر بژین
Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! 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 Yesterday, Hitler! Today! Erdoğan! Yesterday, Hitler! Today! Erdoğan! Yesterday, Hitler! Today! Erdoğan! Yesterday, Hitler! Today! Erdoğan! Erdoğan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Hands up! Rojava! 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 Terörist! Kurdistan! Terörist! Erdoğan! Hands up! Kurdistan! Stop supporting Turkey! UK! Stop supporting
supporting Turkey! UK! Stop supporting Turkey! UK! Stop supporting Turkey! Supporting Turkey! ISIS state! Turkish state! Fascist 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 state! ISIS state! Turkish 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 state! ISIS state!
چەنانگایەک لە هۆتێلەکەی دوورین ئەوەی کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆیە ترامپ و ئەردۆغان و سەرۆکی فەرەنسا و زۆربەی سەرکردەکانی وڵاتانی لەوێ ئامادەن.
Officer, take a picture and get him out of the palace. It's a shame on Britain. This terrorist is inside. Yesterday one of his fellow killed people on the London Bridge. Get him out.
هاوڕێیان وا چەند هەنگایەک لە هۆتێلەکە دۆرین بێکن ئام پاڵایس لە لەندەنی پایتەخت کە کۆبوونەوەی لوتکەی ناتۆی لێیە ئەردۆغانی تیرۆریست و زۆربەی سۆرۆکانی لوتکەی ناتۆی لێیە ئێمە ناڕەزایەتیەکانمان گەیاندیتە بەردەمی هۆتێلەکە بە سەدان ڕۆژنامەنووس و ڕاگەیاندنەکانی هەموو جیهانی لێیە ئێمە دەنجی خۆمان دەگەیەنین بۆ وڵاتانی جیهان کە ئەردۆغان تیرۆریستە و شایستەی ئەوەی نییە بێ لە ئەوروپا دانێشێتن ئەردۆغان تیرۆریستە و سەپۆرتی هاوکاری داعش دەکا بە هەزاران بەڵگە هەیە ئێمە دەنگمان دەگەیەنینە ناوەندەکانی بڕیار ئێمە بەردەوام دەبین بەداخەوە پاتریەکەشم زۆری نەما ئێمە بەردەوام دەبین لەگەرتان باي هبوا باراني هبوا بخمان
share it with you after. Share it with you after.
Down with Erdoğan! We are Kurdistan! We are Kurdistan! Kurdistan is us! We are Kurdistan!
Kurdistan is us!
We are Kurdistan!
Kurdistan is us! We are Kurdistan! Kurdistan is us!
Turkish troops out of Kurdistan!
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 Turkish troops out of Kurdistan! Turkish troops out of Kurdistan!
Wake up, London!
Wake up, London!
Wake up, UK!
Wake up, UK!
Stop the massacre!
Stop the massacre!
Wake up, London!
Wake up, London!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Wake up, Buckingham!
Wake up, Buckingham!
Stop supporting Turkish state!
Stop supporting Turkish state!
Turkish state is ISIS!
Turkish state is ISIS!
ISIS is Turkish state!
ISIS is Turkish state!
Wake up, London!
Wake up, London!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Wake up, Buckingham!
Wake up, Buckingham!
Stop supporting Erdoğan!
Stop supporting Erdoğan!
Erdoğan is ISIS!
Erdoğan is ISIS!
ISIS is Erdoğan! ISIS is Erdoğan!
Terrorist Erdoğan!
Terrorist Erdoğan!
Terrorist
Erdoğan!
Terrorist Erdoğan! Terrorist Erdoğan!
Çöpük elle çöpük çöpük! Yesterday, Hitler, today, Erdoğan!
Yesterday, Hitler! Today, Erdoğan!
Yesterday, Hitler, today, Erdoğan!
Yesterday, Hitler! Today, Erdoğan!
Unite! Unite! Unite against fascism!
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 Turkish troops out of Kurdistan!
Turkish troops out of Kurdistan!
Yesterday, Vietnam! Today, Kurdistan!
Yesterday, Vietnam! Today, Kurdistan!
Yesterday, Vietnam! Today, Kurdistan!
Yesterday, Vietnam! Today, Kurdistan!
We are Rojhelat! Rojhelat is us!
We are Rojhelat! Rojhelat is us!
We are Rojhelat!
Terrorist Erdoğan inside, take out! Terrorist Erdoğan inside, take out!
Who's killing children?
Erdoğan terrorist, take out, take out!
Who's killing women?
That is not true in NATO.
Who's killing the Kurds? Who's killing the Arabs? Who's killing the Assyrians? Who's killing the Yazidis? Who's killing the Christians? Who's killing the Muslims? Who's killing humanity? Who's killing humanity? Who's supporting ISIS? Who's supporting ISIS? Who's funding ISIS? Who's funding ISIS? So who's the terrorist? Who's the terrorist? Who's the terrorist?
Down with Erdoğan! Down, down, down! Down with Erdoğan!
Jumping, Allah, jumping, jumping!
We
Kurdistan! Kurdistan is us! We are Kurdistan!
This is Kurdistan! Here is Kurdistan! Here is Kurdistan! Kurdistan!
Wake up London!
Wake up London!
Wake up London!
Wake up London!
Wake up London! Wow, زمان قرديا. سترانی یەپەگە ئێستا پێشکەش دەکەن هەڤاڵان.
London!